gonna be exciting, especially with a haircut like that. Hello my favorite sexy people, or as I usually say, hello ladies and gents and everything in between and outside of it. I'm Sophia and welcome back. Today we're doing a little May TBR. This video has to be uploaded by tomorrow and my stupid ass totally forgot about it. Like all day I was like, Sophia, you have to film this video. Sophia, don't forget you have to film this video. And for some reason, at literally 10 p.m. it clicked in my mind. Sophia, I have a video to upload by 1 p.m. tomorrow. Like, as if I'm not a great YouTuber. But yeah, we cannot always have everything that we want. I love the TBR list. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to all of these, but I like to have some variety, but a kind of guide of where I want to go this month with the books that I want to read. A few books are for videos or for reading vlogs that I have in mind. If we just ignore the rest of the way I look, we can get over this quite fast. So I know this is going to be my first read because I already started it. It is The Hidden Game by Sally Thorne. It's been very hyped up. Other people hate it. Other people love it. A lot of people hate the movie though. They're not very fond of the movie. But I kind of wanted to read this book for a while. I mean, not super long. I only bought it recently, but like it was on my TBR for quite a while before that. And when I saw it for this price, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it. If I don't like it, I don't like it, you know. Anyway, so this is basically about Lucy, and she's like a professional. She's a charming assistant and everything. Everyone in the office likes her, but except for this one guy, and they've always kind of had this rivalry. I think you know what I mean. And now it feels like nothing matters as much as taking him down. And basically, they're like they always compete and stuff, and she always wants to be better than him, and there's a promotion coming up, so she's obviously like, I want this promotion. It's kind of a romance, so I think we know where this is gonna go. On the cover it has quite a good quote. He's the one she loves to hate. And then the next two are kind of related, so I'm just gonna pull them both out. It is Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, and It Ends With Us. I definitely want to read one of these this month. I kind of want to do a reading vlog on, I mean I'm gonna do a reading vlog on both of them eventually, but maybe like I want to choose one this month because last month I did a variety reading vlog, so I thought I could maybe keep up a little theme that I read Colleen Hoover books. This is Colleen Hoover's newest book, so it's basically about this woman. She's done something that she really hates herself for, and she's just come out of prison after 5 years because of it, and all she really wants is to, you know, like get back in the life of her daughter. But because of what she did, nobody really talks to her, nobody really likes her except for this one guy, and he like falls hopelessly in love with her. And then I'm just gonna redo the last part because it just makes a lot of sense. The two form a connection despite the pressure surrounding them, but as their romance grows, so does the risk. Kenna must find a way to absolve the mistakes of her past in order to build a future out of hope and healing. This one is about a love triangle. Lily, she's just, you know, she's finally gotten her life together. She's with this guy that she really likes. She does a nice job, and she just thinks that everything's going quite good. And then somebody from the past, an ex-boyfriend, pops back up, and so that's kind of like her feelings, and she just doesn't know what to do now because she's happy with her life now, but she's just like so great because like he was her first love. So like I've never really read a love triangle before, so I really want to try this as well just for the experience because I've never had it, and I like want to explore a few more tropes than just like enemies to lovers. That's also been on my list, and some people say it's not worth it, some people say it is worth it. I'm personally gonna think that it's worth it because I just have a really good feeling about this. Also guys, I just want to quickly say I stopped watching my movie for the next book that I want to read is Truly Devious. This was originally on my April TBR because I knew I was gonna buy it when I was in England. What I didn't know was that it was an absolute chunk of a book. Yeah, so I just didn't get to this book, and the size of it just scared me even more. Maybe if it was like a thinner book like this one, maybe I would have picked it up, but this is just massive, and I have so many massive books to get through that I want to have at least like one really big book this month. This is about this famous private school. Wife and daughter are kidnapped, and the only clues that were left were riddles. And then a couple of years later, about a few decades, Stevie, she's our first year in the academy, and then the Truly Devious, the little kidnapper and murderer, is back. And she's a love for true crime, so this is totally up her alley. I love water. I'm obsessed with water. Like, I like water, so I don't mind drinking water. I got this water bottle for €3 at Primark, and it's really handy because it's one of those sucky things. I'm never gonna say that ever again. But I just like, because it's a straw, I just drink so much more out of it, and I know that a lot of people relate to that as well. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. I'm just advising you to get it because it's good and it makes me hydrated. The next book that I want to read is Looking for Alaska. This is also probably for a video. I had the original idea to read Looking for Alaska, The Fault in Our Stars, and Paper Towns. Oh, and Boys Don't Cry. Yeah, all for one video. And then I was like, Sophia, how is that gonna work? So I decided if I just take it one book at a time and still film it, and then eventually over time I can just compile everything together, it's a lot less stressful than having a deadline for myself. This is when I want the video up. You have to read all of the books before that. It's just all of these books all have movie or series adaptations, and they're all sad. So I thought I could just do a sad video. That video will probably not be up for a while because that's like 5 books. Is it 5 or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Miles Halter's whole life has been one big non-event until he meets Alaska Young. Gorgeous, clever, and undoubtedly screwed up, Alaska draws Miles into her reckless world and irrevocably steals his heart. For Miles, nothing can ever be the same again, and I think somebody dies at the end of this, so... Also, my bio teacher has read this. Also, my bio teacher has written all the Colleen Hoover books, and she slays. We have this book, Acts of Desperation. I am on page 20 of this book. I started it, and it's such a beautiful book. It's really nicely written, but it's like very poetic, I would almost say. And it takes so much brain power to read this that I don't think it could just be one read. I feel like I have to be reading something else at the same time, which I normally hate doing. But I think it would just be too much, also because it's quite like a dark book. I think it's about a blistering anti-romance about the self-destruction of trying to find self-worth in the gaze of another. So it is quite sad and deep. The next book I want to read is Your Turn to Die. I don't know why I did like a... Let's forget that happened. I read this in 8th grade, so it's been a while for me. It's been like 2.5 years. So I can't really remember what's in this book, but I always said it was my favorite book. And I kind of remember what happened and had this major plot twist, but I just want to see if it lives up to what I remember it being, because basically I DNF'd it for a really long time. I just couldn't finish the last 50 pages, and I was like, Sophia, that's so dumb. Like, the last 50 pages, those are like really good. And like the book was good, I just didn't read for a while, and then I read it and I was like, oh my god. So this is basically about Leah, and she cannot wait to spend her summer at the Rochot house with her cousins Ivy, Poppy, and her family friend Jacob. And they're like hangout places in the attic. And they have like all these traditions that they do, like all these like, not like weird rituals or anything, just like their fun like friend traditions. But all of a sudden there's this new girl called Tatum, and a body of a girl is found in the garden, which was already 60 years old, and she wants to like unsolve the mystery, but like history might repeat itself. I have to film a whole other video after this. And the next book that I want to read is 8 Perfect Hours, and I bought this a while ago, and I've just been wanting to read it for a while because it seems quite good to me. It is about 2 people, and they like their worlds collide one evening, and they think that they're just gonna spend like 8 perfect hours with each other and that they'll never see each other ever again after that. But that's not true. And on the cover it says, what if you fell in love and then he disappeared? But this is also quite a short book. I believe this has like also, yeah, it literally has 300 pages. So this is also quite a short read, I would say. We have Blood Orange. This was a very popular book a couple of years ago. My mom read it. My mom gave it to me. She was like, you should read it. I think you'll love it. I wanted to start it at like towards the end of April, but I didn't. I was just like, I'm just gonna finish my book right now. Yeah, so Blood Orange. On the back it says, Allison has it all. A loving family, a career on the rise, and she's just been giving her first murder case to defend. But it's not all as it seems. And that's like a very, very, like more it says in here, so I'm just gonna read you the bigger sentences. One more night, then I'll end it. I did it. I killed him. I'm watching you. I know what you're doing. That sounds intriguing. I think I might read this after the hating game. I hope that you enjoyed the video and all the random catching up. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you got some recommendations out of this. I hope you kind of got a view of what you want to read this month, and I'll see you when I see you.